All right. I think we are live, all good. Grim, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. How you doing today? How's your weekend? Dr. Penguin, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. So, troopers, we're going to be doing the overview for the update 3.2. We actually have a podcast we are going to go through. So, we're going to go through that in just a sec. So, it's the same thing what we did last week, all right? It's another Battlefield podcast. We're going to go through it. We're going to listen to it. And we're going to get all the information about the class system as well. So, you know, you guys just sit back and relax. It's about 40 minutes to podcast, and then we'll just go back into, like, gaming. But right now, we're just going to wait for people to come to the stream before we start playing it. So, yeah. Once people start coming in, and then we'll start playing it. So, right now, we're just going to keep the conversation alive until there's enough people. So we'll probably give it about 10 minutes. Wait about 10 minutes and then we'll start listening to the podcast. So how is everyone? Hope you guys are all doing well. It's been a crazy last couple of days. Hey, hello buddy. How you doing, man? So I'm doing good. So how about you? I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. It's been a crazy last couple of days. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while now. I think the last time I streamed was like Tuesday. Yeah, my mother-in-law she had a stroke, so it's been really stressful, very, very stressful. So I have COVID, so with fever, so there's a bunch of pain. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I had COVID through Christmas and it freaking sucked. Update day tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, we're literally going to go for all the information in season 2. Sorry, in the update 3.2. So we're going to go for it in just a second. I'm just waiting for people to come to the stream so like they get their notifications and all that. They're coming in and all that. Excited to play the new update tomorrow. I'm excited as well. Buffer, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Yeah, I'm excited, man. We got some new weapons as well. Obviously the whole class system, massive overhaul update in general. So much has changed. Like this is gonna be a big update tomorrow. Right, we're gonna give it 5 more minutes. All right, 5 more minutes. Muscles. It's fun to see you still doing your live and your videos have been following since the beginning. Oh, thank you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Muscles. So hope to see a new map too. It's just Breakaway. Breakaway is the only map that's going to be coming in. It's just a rework. That's it. So it's just a Breakaway rework, but in 1 month's time, so in a month, we also have another big update, because that's going to be season 4. Like, literally, after this update, the next update after that is the Season 4. Season 4 comes out on the 28th of February. So just in case you guys were wondering. The date might change, though. Might change, but it is coming out in February. Yeah, it's going to be in South Africa. Yes, it is. Yeah, any information I get, I usually post it on my community tab. So if there's anything you guys are wondering what's happening in the game, my videos on my community tab is I update people basically everywhere. So, you know. Carla, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just see my dogs in the background just fighting. You see, I tell. Do I play? Yes, I am going to be playing. I'm literally just waiting. Shanghai as a map? Possible. Well, come back to the old days of Battlefield 5? I don't think so. I done that game for 3 years straight. So doing well. So how are you? So, and your family doing? Not good right now. It's been a lot. My mother-in-law had a stroke on Wednesday. So it's been a lot. We're very, very lucky that she had the stroke on her left side. She had a blood clot in her brain. And she had a stroke. It was mini strokes into a stroke. And it made her lose her speech. So she's struggling to talk right now. So it's been a difficult time. So that's why I haven't been streaming for almost a week. Just for that reason. It's been a very difficult time for the family. Stroke is no joke. So yeah, it's been crazy. That's why I haven't been around for about a week. Because I've been just sorting family things out. But it seems like everything's doing okay now. She's obviously not in hospital now. She's on blood thinners. And just hoping that she doesn't need to have a surgery or anything. So you level 1 S100 and tier 100. Oh, tier 1 angel. Nice. The sorry is sending my prayers to you all. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep. All right, guys. What do you want to do? Should we wait or should we get into it? I would say, troopers, let's shoot for let's go for 15 likes. Let's go for 15 likes. We have 4 likes on the stream. I would say let's do 15 likes. And I will start the podcast. So 15 likes. There's 17 people in here, so you can easily do it. So if everyone leaves a like and we do 15 likes, then I will play the podcast. There's 21 people now. This is easy. This is easy work, guys. Just a click of a button, leave a like. That's all you need to do. Okay, we got 7. Keep it going. Keep it going. We're going to do 15. 15 likes and we'll play the podcast. AK Type 1, how you doing? Let's go! Come on, man. 8 likes. Keep it going. Keep the likes going. 15, and I will play the podcast. It is. It's a complete free like. Thank you, Penguin. 5 more. 5 more likes. That's all we need. 5 more. I'll get it ready for you guys. All right, I got the podcast ready. I'm just waiting. It says 10. We need 5 more. 5 more likes. 4 more. 4 more to go. So troopers, when this happens and we're going to be playing the podcast, I'm really not going to be talking too much because I want you guys to be listening to the podcast. All right, so that's just a heads up. So just got a new PC? Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for you. Yes, come on. Let's get them likes, guys. Come on. We need 4 more. That's all we need. 4 more. 4 more likes for 15. And then we'll play the podcast. Oh, we got 12. 3 more. 3 more likes. 2 more. 2 more to go. 1 more. Getting close. Okay. Right. While you guys leave a like, I'm gonna pause this. And let's find out what we can have. Oh, we got it? Yeah, okay. Let me make sure the podcast stuff is playing fine then. Okay, we got it, got it. Alright, is that 15 likes? Did we do it? We do 15? Yes, we did. Alright, troopers, before we play this, okay, let's do a little quick summary. Okay, everything you guys are going to hear, this is all the information about the update 3.2, okay? This is from the Battlefield dev team as well. So we're going to get all the correct information. I won't be talking during this podcast. I'm just going to be kind of quiet. We're going to have some videos in the background. The first one is from Broken Machine. This is all update 3.2 footage. So the footage you're going to be seeing today is from Broken Machine, and you will also see some footage from Maxic as well, okay? But yeah, anyway, let's Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. It's like, oh, so I got halfway through, so listening to the podcast. Oh, it's all right. It's fine, Dave. If you want to carry on, you can, buddy. But yeah, we're just gonna crack into it. So yeah, everyone sit back, relax. This goes on about 40 minutes, okay? So until then, just chill, and then after that, we're gonna start gaming. All right. So sit back, relax, and let's do this. I won't be talking, okay? I'm gonna be pretty quiet, all right? But yeah, let's do this.
To do the
Why can't I hear it? I can't hear anything. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. It worked just a second ago. Where's the audio? The frick? Muted? Hang on, sorry, it's a little bit of so we can hear it. I know, but I can't. Okay, here we go. I got it.
Hey folks, welcome to the second episode of Inside Battlefield, our official Battlefield podcast where we talk all things Battlefield. I'm Tom, community manager here at DICE. We are releasing a new episode for you every Monday, so whatever you're doing, we're excited to have you listen in. Maybe you're walking the dog, maybe you're cooking some food. Happy to have you on the show. So today is episode 2, and we'll take a closer look at everything that's coming in update 3.2. Releasing on January 31st. So if you missed last week's episode, then we invite you to listen back to our episode on the return to the class system, where we take a deep dive about these changes coming as part of this update. We also have our Dev Notes blog available on the Battlefield website that talks about the journey our team took to get this feature into your hands. And lastly, if you have any thoughts or comments, then please reach out to us directly at podcast@battlefield.com, or find us on social channels via @Battlefield, and tag us on Twitter using #InsideBattlefield. Next week, we will have a specific Q&A talking about update 3.2 and beyond. So if you have questions on that, let us know. And that brings us to our guests for this week, Florian, who is back from last week, and Jack. Guys, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, so I'm Jack Karlsson. I'm a game design intern at DICE since August last year. But I actually have a 15-plus year experience in the creative industries, ranging from dance and
I'll talk more about it after
music,
the podcast.
But
thank you for your concern,
all
buddy.
kinds of things. And then I reschooled to become a game designer about 2 years ago. And it's really amazing to be at DICE and really amazing to work at a place with such inspiring colleagues. And I love Battlefield, so it's great to be here.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Florian. I'm back again today for another episode of Inside Battlefield. I'm really excited to be here to share a lot of cool information on 3.2. I know this is the second episode on 3.2, but we have so much good stuff in there that it's worth the double episode. So yeah, happy to be here again.
Awesome. So let's dive into everything that's coming in this update. As a brief overview, alongside the return to the class system, which we discussed last week, we have the Breakaway rework, which is our largest map rework we've done so far. We've got thermal scopes on the way. We've got the below radar system coming to air vehicles. We've got the active protection system coming to our tanks. And we've got a bunch of new vault weapons, the M39, EMR, MTAR-21, and the PP2000, and a whole set of smaller individual changes and improvements that we will dive into later as well. Yeah, guys, you ready? Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, here we go.
Awesome. So
let's
haven't left a like,
start
please
with
do.
looking what's available for play this week. We start with Rush XL, Gunmaster BF3, Aerial Assault Conquest, and we've got Ultimate Chaos for Friday Night Battlefield, Exodus Conquest, and Escalation Breakthrough. So a bunch of new modes to play this week. Florian, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm super excited about having a playlist again with Spearhead. I've been playing this map so much since the release of Season 3. I think it's one of the best maps we have in the game right now. And we have, of course, Breakaway that has been completely reworked that we'll talk about a bit more. That is going to surprise players quite a lot. So it's a very exciting map rotation.
I mean, I do also want to highlight to keep an ear out for the wonderful voice in Spearhead. Just to let you know, Tom.
Yes. So something we learned today is that the announcer in the Stockholm subway system actually did the voice for Spearhead as well inside the factory.
It's amazing. When I was told this morning, I had this realization because I've been playing this map so much. And when you go inside the factories, you get to hear this voice saying stuff in Swedish all the time. And you're like, sounds familiar.
It sounds so familiar. Like, where do I know this voice from?
I hear this voice every single morning when I get to work, or every day. That's so fun.
Yeah, I think it's a very cool little detail that we added in.
And also because, it's located in Sweden, the map. And yeah, it's like you're hearing it every day. We're huge fans of this person, this voice, so it's pretty fun.
So if you are on the Stockholm subway at some point in your life, have a listen. You will recognize the voice. Let's take a look at what we'll talk about today. So last week we talked about the return to the class system. Today we're talking about update 3.2, which releases on Tuesday, January 31st. So we're really looking forward to getting that in your hands. Florian, can you give us a quick reminder of the return to the class system that's part of this update? We covered it last week, but maybe if folks didn't listen, what's it all about?
Yes, I'll try to do the short version of what it is. So the return of the class system reintroduces class gameplay into Battlefield 2042. You still have the specialist, but all of the specialists are split across the 4 classes. So Assault, Support, Recon, and Engineer. And you will only have access to certain gadgets when you are within the class. So as an engineer, you will be, for example, the only one to have access to rocket launcher. If you are with Recon, you will have access to spotting stuff in Recon, and other classes will not have access to that. And on top of this, every single classes have a new gadget slot that will allow them to perform their role on the battlefield. So
yes, it's tomorrow.
Engineer will have always access to the repair tool.
So I think, in summary, structure and class identity are like the big things that we're bringing back with this update.
That's the main stuff with gameplay. There's also, of course, tons of extra changes between like quality of life improvements, UI changes, some changes to the menus, the collection screen, the loadout system is changing as well to fit those changes. So, it's a pretty big change for 3.2. That's one of the main things, of course.
I feel like I want to add something also to what Florian said, because from a designer's perspective, what I'm really interested in is the relationship between interactions in a game. And I feel like what the class system does is it really makes that center of gravity, because it's about synergies between these roles. And so we're no longer balancing individual pieces against the whole. We're also balancing entities that contain these pieces in a restricted way, right? So suddenly team play becomes so much more important. And I feel for us at DICE that's really important and something we want to just make better and better all the time. So
play the objective.
Play the objective.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
And
that's so cheesy, but that's what we're going for.
Yeah, it's more fun to win together, and like
exactly.
also to be interdependent. You know, that like you need to rely on other people to achieve this, and I feel like that's a big part of life in general. So we're kind of emulating that in the game.
Yeah, it's the biggest overhaul we've done for 2042 so far. So it's available for play starting tomorrow, January 31st. So I would invite you all to just come check it out. Let us know how it feels. We would love your feedback. So next week we're doing a Q&A specific episode where we will answer your questions about Update 3.2, the return to the class system, anything beyond that. So let us know your questions. You can reach out to us on podcast@battlefield.com or just tag us on social channels @Battlefield or Twitter using the hashtag #InsideBattlefield. We'll collect your questions, and we're looking forward to going over those next week. Yep. Agreed. Quick overview about what's in Update 3.2, other than obviously the return to the class system. So we have our map rework for Breakaway coming, which we'll talk a lot more about today. It's our biggest rework we've done so far, so I'm very excited to get it into your hands. We have a new suppressor, long-range scope, and thermal scopes. And thermal scopes is, I think,
hope all the appointments go well, Feynix.
I would love to talk about more as well today. We have the active protection system coming to the
will catch up soon, buddy.
and T28 tanks, which something we already had on some of our other vehicles before, namely the crab.
Mm-hmm.
What's the actual name of the crab again?
It is, isn't it
it's another animal.
Ram.
The ram,
exactly.
Like we called it the crab internally, and sometimes the deaf names about how we call our vehicles internally are so stuck in my head because we talk about them that way all the time. So it is the ram, which obviously So we have below radar coming for air vehicles, which we'll talk about more as well. We've got new Vol weapons, the M39, MER, MTAR 21, and the PP2000. And we've got a whole set of smaller individual changes and improvements that I'd love to talk to both you, Florian and Jack, about. I think you can probably share some cool little details with us later.
For sure.
So let's start with the Breakaway rework.
Yeah, something I thought about this morning is like when we got into the first play tests, where the levels team has started to really work on this. I just remember the difference, like really feeling that the flow of the map was totally different, that it wasn't necessarily more high-paced, but like you got a sense that you were flowing into action all the time. It's one of those like unknowns. It's like you don't know exactly what changed, but you just feel like a very big dynamic difference in the experience. And I thought that was really, really nice to experience.
I mean, I think Breakaway was one of the biggest maps we had in the game when we released. It was gigantic.
Yeah, it is the biggest. If I'm not mistaken.
I was not 100% sure, but I think that was the case, right? And I think this is one of the maps where we struggled to get correct flow going because of the distances, and certain objectives were hard to reach. It was pretty hard to play at times. It's an amazing looking map. The location is amazing. And I think the work that has been done here, which is basically getting things closer together, like other maps that we've reworked, has really helped trying to improve that flow. And from what I know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Tom, but this is one of the maps that have received the largest rework when it comes to amount of things that have moved around, amount of like investment to try to make this map play correctly, because this is a very particular map. It's not like a map where you place a bunch of assets everywhere. It's a glacier, and trying to make that work and make that look good, play well, is very challenging. And I think they've done an awesome work making that really awesome looking first and play super well.
It's kind of amazing when you think about the map compared to others also, because I feel like it's big, but it also is like maps within maps. Like you get to the oil rig and that's like its whole experience in itself. And you go through the glacier and like, so I think that's a really wonderful aspect to be able to combine that while still improving the flow and the experience of combat in this map. But also they've done a lot of work in how it looks, right? So, for example, shader work on the glacier and that kind of thing, which is really, really dope.
Yeah, I think if you don't know, you might not spot it at first, but like we made the glacier look better. So just look out for it when you're playing next. And Jack, you mentioned the Orwick, and I think that's one of the most iconic locations probably
Remember, guys,
in game. It's so recognizable. It's
do.
like a huge play area.
Yeah.
And what I personally love about Breakaway is if you like you move there and like you can spot the Orwick in the distance if you're playing and you know you're moving to capture locations. It's just there. It has a lot of cool areas or places how you can get up there. So like the file for the Orwick is like,
I mean, it's a central piece of the map when you look at it. It makes it easy to orientate yourself on the map. And I mean, like I was saying earlier, you don't really know what changed, but I think you really know what changed. I've been playing this map in playtest for a while now, so I've seen it evolve, and I don't even remember how it looked in the first place. I had to go back to playing the game live to remember. And I gotta say, like, this is one of the maps that I personally as a player enjoyed the least when we were playing live, and I'm so stoked to see those changes, because this is such a massive change to how it plays, and it's turning one of the maps that I had a hard time with in the beginning into something that plays really well, and the flow is really great, and I appreciate the challenge from like a design and art perspective to make this play well and have like more cover, shorter line of sights, shorter combat distances into such an environment, and I think they've done super well.
I think like now Conquest works really well, but also one of the highlights for me in the playtest has been doing breakthrough on it. Like it feels like you're in a movie in a way, because you're just pushing and pushing, and there's like this sense of dynamic action all the time, and you're going through the glacier, and like there's this really, really nice momentum to the whole thing.
I love how themed it feels like now. When you go from sections to sections, it feels like you're playing this very unique area and then moving into this very unique area, which is very different from the previous one, and then the next one is the same.
Totally.
Yeah, I think the team has done a very good job here of like it was our biggest map, and the flow is just much better than it was before. And I think Florian, you called it up pretty well, that it wasn't as smooth as we wanted to be at the start. So that we found like the new good flow, especially in Breakthrough, is something I'm really looking forward to players experiencing themselves. And what we forgot to mention earlier is like we moved the oil rig actually. It's not in the same location. No. So I think being the big iconic location on the map, it's now somewhere different. Like we moved it closer to the glacier, so that is pretty cool as well. It's not easy to move an Orwick. They're pretty heavy.
And I also think that each section now with the reworked map is really interesting because it has its own playstyle, own dynamic. Like you go to one and it's very linear. You go to another, like the oil rig, and like there's all these flanking opportunities. And then you come up where like these big like almost like Globen in Stockholm. This big round cave. For all you who are not from Sweden, you don't know, but it's a big round structure here in Stockholm.
It's a giant dome, and if you stand in the city center or where we work, it basically looks like, I don't know, giant dome in the sky.
Yeah.
And a sci-fi looking
nice
trivia for you as well.
Also, you get up there, and that's also very, very sort of, you can flank a lot. There's a lot of chaos, and you can hide in a bunch of places, and it's just interesting how different the map plays across these different sections, I think, in a really nice way.
So it sounds like we are all very big fans of the ore rig, but let's take a closer look at the other sections of the map that we changed. Florian, let's start with you with the ice shelf.
Oh yeah, so the ice shelf has received a lot of improvements on Breakaway. There's like a new flag on top of the ice shelf, and there's also, I think, new routes going from the ice shelf to the ore rig, so you get a lot of flanking opportunities between both.
I hear a lot of flanking keywords here, ore rig, ice shelf. What about the glacier top check?
So, previously it was like a very open area with not so much cover to protect yourself. But now the penguins have created a little outpost.
Shout out to the penguins.
Yeah, shout out to the penguins. With buildings, and, you can like battle through there and move around in a much more complex way. And establish control of the immediate area in much better ways.
So I think before it was really, snipers could just... Yeah, like they had free sight of you, and now it's much better in that aspect. Then we have the snow cave.
So that's one of the new-ish areas that receive a lot of new cool additions. So it's within the glacier, you have a nice small snow cave, that features like I think there's like a crashed condor in there. And there's, of course, this is an objective. So you also have like some close quarters opportunities, but people that can fight from above the glacier. And there's also a bunch of routes going from the snow cave towards the sides. It's a very nice area as well.
And obviously we need a workers' village for people that work on the ore rig. So
obviously.
What do we do there?
Yeah, so we've been talking about flow and how the map in a way has become more compact in different ways.
Yep.
And so the distances between capture points is shorter. So that like keeps the flow of combat going, and it just feels much better right now with clean navigation, and there's more fortification throughout this area because of, increased military presence, that kind of narrative vibe around it.
So I guess if, as a summary of a takeaway for the Breakaway rework, it's just we moved a lot of stuff around. It's much smaller now. The ore rig has been moved, but there is way more cover. It is easier to navigate than before. You are not caught in the open as much because we had a lot of open spaces before on Breakaway. So more cover, easier to navigate, but also giving you new paths to go to the areas where you need to that weren't necessarily there before. So I'm really forward to seeing gameplay and like having players get their hands on it. What's your favorite thing about the map? Let's start with Florian.
I mean, I don't want to call out the old rig again, but of course I will. And I would say, I think in particular, the combat you get between the old rig and the workers' village, specifically in Breakthrough. This is such it's an area that plays so well in between the two. So yeah, super excited.
Yeah, I think Breakthrough is on this map is really amazing. And then also just to see something like Conquest work really well on such a map as well, because these areas are so different, and so when you come to a new spot, you're almost like in its own game mode in a way, regardless of game mode you're playing, because each area is so specific. And so yeah, the overall flow and just the difference and variance across the map right now is amazing.
Great, that's I think a very nice summary of what we're doing for Breakaway. So I'm looking forward to getting that into your hands. Let's move on to the next section, where we'd love to talk about thermal scopes that we're bringing in this update. So Florian, do you want to start? What is the work we did here?
Yeah, so thermals has been something we've wanted to bring to Battlefield 2042 for a lot of time. And I think there's been a lot of people in the community calling out, why don't we have thermal scopes yet? But we really wanted to get that right. And it's been a really big effort, be it on like the engine side, rendering side, and many other disciplines involved when it comes to trying to make it look good. A lot of discussions between design, art on how to achieve like the right look and the right gameplay balance there. So the thermal is now within the scope.
Bye,
Before
honey.
in previous
Love
games,
you.
like if you remember Battlefield 4, for example, thermal would take the entire screen because we didn't really have like a nice way to contain that to the actual optic of the weapon. So now you will have a variety of scopes that have that within the weapon, while the rest is, of course, not affected by the effect. And it's been a lot of like playtesting and a lot of gameplay thoughts going into that on how we want to execute the implementation of thermals. I know a lot of people within the community probably have a lot of opinions on how this played out in previous games. I played Battlefield 4 a lot myself, where we had thermals in that game, and there was always a lot of feedback around, oh, we have smoke grenades in this game, but whenever you have a thermal scope, then they just don't really, they're not really useful anymore.
Bye, Penguin.
And we've had a lot of playtests with the same thoughts in 2042. I myself have been playing with the thermals in many playtests where for a while we were able to see through smokes, and well, I don't think my colleagues like me all that much. So we had a lot of discussions on how we want to take this forward. And at this point, at the very least, we've wanted to make sure we keep the gameplay integrity of tools like smoke grenades to make sure that they're still viable tools, and all of a sudden introducing thermal scopes doesn't just make those tools not work anymore.
I don't think we want everyone running with a thermal scope just to
exactly
negate all those. Yeah,
and of course there's more gameplay implications to equipping a thermal scope. There's pros and cons to that I won't get into the details there, but having thermal is a pretty big impact on gameplay. And while there's a lot of real life expectations of how it should work, we want to make sure we get the right implementation for the game and for the experience to still feel great. So for now, you will not be able to see through smokes. You have a very improved visibility of many things, and you can see through some stuff, but things like smokes that are very crucial for gameplay consistency, you'll not be able to see through that. Of course, we're very open to feedback, and we'll see how players receive that and how they would like us to take this forward. But we wanted to make sure we keep gameplay safe for this release at the very least.
Fun and balance comes first.
Fun and balance comes first, for sure.
Over new features. I think that's great. How do you feel about thermal scopes, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, I think Florian covered a lot of it. But what I can say is just being in sort of the design discussions around it and looking at it, there's so many variables you have to take into account. How are the colors looking? Of course, we want it to be as, realistic in terms of what a thermal scope should be, but it's also important that people can see regardless of color blindness or not, these kind of things. So there's a lot of tweaking that goes into something like this, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it's used in game, that it's not sort of just a one-way situation, but that it's interacting with other things like the smokes. I think that is not just a con, it's also like a pro for the person who's throwing the smoke, but it's also an interesting aspect because it makes the game more dynamic. You have to constantly move around things and understand that there's not a one-fits-all solution, and that's the case with this as well. So I think that's really nice.
And I'm really happy to just like see the execution of that, because again, we've wanted to introduce that in the game for a while and make it look right. And I think it really turned out to look visually really great. I think there's been a lot of great work put in there. I know a lot of effort throughout many months to make this look as good as possible, and also perform well, because that's also one of the challenges with features like this, trying to make it look good, but also not affect your frame rate all that much. So it's I'm excited. I think players will really appreciate the visual aspect of it, because we've been putting a lot of effort into trying to get it right.
Yeah,
great. So another new thing we added, or it's not new, but it's coming to new vehicles, is the active protection system, which was already part of other vehicles like the Ram, but we noticed and we had received a lot of feedback from players that our tanks were too exposed to rockets right now. So we wanted to give them a little bit of extra defense. Do you want to share more about that, Florian?
Yeah, so I think this will make most of the tanks move steps towards like previous Battlefield, specifically BF3 and BF4, for example, that had those kind of tools available. And the survivability will probably increase. But again, you have to be very clever about when you use it. If you use it at a timing where you actually don't really have like a real threat, then you're wasting it and you will be still exposed. So it's very interesting. To me, it adds to the skill of playing tanks. You have a really big buffer of protection that can happen for a while. But if it's not used correctly, you're losing that and you're still weak, relatively speaking. Of course, the design of tanks between like BF3 and BF4 has changed quite a lot. And when it comes to like mobility, I would say in BF3 and BF4, we had tanks that I call like glass cannon. They were actually a bit weaker, much weaker than they are in Battlefield 2042, but they were more agile. They were actually a little stronger when it comes to combat, I would say. Whereas 2042, we have tanks that behave in a more realistic way when it comes to like how the turret turns, and placing yourself correctly is a lot more important in 2042. Relative to like constant combat that can happen and knowing that there's a lot of threats that will try to take down your tank.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting conversation also because it sort of ties into the class system that's coming, in the sense that this is a tool that tanks can use to protect themselves, and at the same time we are introducing a class system where we're aware that, for example, most of the anti-vehicle sort of weaponry is located in the engineer class. So this is just another example of how we put a lot of work and effort into balancing the game differently, where we have to, buff launchers, for example, and ensure that things like the AT mine are less visible and can be used more efficiently. So we are going to continue to monitor that, and it'll be very interesting to see how things play in terms of team play synergies, but also the balance between vehicle gameplay and soldier gameplay.
So another thing we're adding in this update is below radar for air vehicles. Can you talk a little bit about this, Florian?
Yeah, so I think it's a great new addition that will potentially increase the skill ceiling when it comes to vehicle play. So as a air vehicle player, you will have an easier time
just talking about
trying to survive
below radar,
missiles
but
from
after
other
this
vehicles
is the vault weapons
while using the space. I mean, of course, you already have the flares that you can use to like survive for a little longer, but this space will allow you to also survive for a little more, at the cost of being a bit more exposed to launchers that cannot lock onto you, tank shells and things like this. But it makes the skill, it definitely makes the skill ceiling a bit higher with that, and brings the vehicles a bit closer to the ground, which I think is interesting. And we actually have another change related to air vehicles that is happening in the same update. Basically the height at which some of the helicopters can fly has been reduced, so that we get less situations where you have a Condor very high in the sky that is almost impossible to hit and can like reign supreme on the battlefield without being contested by anyone for a while. So that change will make sure that those vehicles are easier to hit and can be dealt with from the ground.
Great. What's your expectation for how this will play out, Jack?
Yeah, I think it's very cool. I think these kind of details that create more movement in the battlefield is really, really nice. That's something I'm personally very interested in. Basically creating rules or mechanics, these kind of things that like push or encourage people to play in a different way or move in a different way across air or ground. I think is very interesting. It just makes the battlefield more dynamic.
I think Battlefield plays well when it's chaos, but with a bit of structure to it.
Exactly.
Chaotic structure. I love that.
Yeah, and it also, I mean, maybe this is not the example of that, but these things lead to new opportunities, and new opportunities usually lead to things that we haven't seen before as designers. And that's when we get like BF moments or these kind of things, because players start to play around with these rules. So, and then there's chaos within that, and that's really nice.
I think the key takeaway from me here is gameplay is always evolving, and like for you guys as designers, it's just interesting to see what shenanigans players will find themselves in when we make a change, because they always find new ways of doing things.
Yeah.
And sometimes things that you do not expect as a game designer. And I think that's really awesome.
I think it's definitely evolving, and also sometimes looking back at what we've done before and taking a page from that again to get some of the structure back into the game.
Yeah, and it's amazing how like very small things can actually have a big impact. And sometimes you do something big and sure, it makes a big difference, but then you do like this tiny thing and suddenly like the way people play the game really changes. And that's always so nice to see.
Agreed. Let's move on to the new Vault weapons. So we've got the M39, EMR, MTAR-21, and the PP2000. So they're already available in Battlefield Portal, so we're bringing them to the All-Out Warfare arsenal now. So the only thing I want to hear from you guys is, which one do you want to play with?
I think PP2000, just because it's such like a great close-range weapon, and I do like my close-range weapon. I do like the other ones as well. I mean, whenever I see Battlefield 3 weapons making it into All Out Warfare, I'm always excited. Excited again.
Yeah, I'm a bit kind of the same player. I like to be close quarters, so I would say the same.
Okay, very original, guys. Picking the same answer. Okay.
And obviously, you know, like I'm gonna be very bothered by all the marksmen who's like picking me off from a long distance. The M39. So
great. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention: we are changing the turret speeds for tanks as well.
Yes, right. I should have touched on to that when it comes to talking about the changes from like 2042 and also BF1 and BF5, where we had slower turret rotation in general, and BF4 and BS3 that was like completely free when it comes to turret rotation. And this is taking a step back towards faster turret rotation, which I think vehicle players will be very happy to hear about that. I mean, tank players, because this will allow them to have a better chance at fighting in close ranges. I think something that we kind of struggle with vehicles is trying to get them into closer spaces and not feeling like it's a death sentence every time they try to do that. So the increased turret rotation will allow them to take risks and feel like if they play it well, they can come out alive instead of like, oh, I will take risks, but I will probably just die anyway. So I'm super excited about this change, and it's great that you called it out.
It just feels smoother as well. Great. So we have a whole set of smaller individual changes and improvements in this update as well. I guess let's just dive into what your favorite changes are that are also included in the update. You want to start with you, Florian?
Sure. We've done a few improvements to the soldier experience, one of them being fall damage that already has received some change in 3.1.
AJ play.
But here we're doing some extra changes to make it look also pretty good. So we're adding new animations to landings. We're adding a bit more flow to that. Those changes are basically here to make the players feel like there's more weight to the soldier, but also there is more impact to the decisions they're taking. So if they decide to jump off a building without opening their parachute, they will get punished by a bit of a slowdown and a bit of fall damage. So I'm pretty excited about this change just because it makes the game feel and flow a bit better, although it feels like punishment, but it's punishment for players to flow around the map in the correct way instead of just like mindlessly running around and jumping without thinking too much.
What about you, Jack?
Yeah, so one really cool thing that I think will be really appreciated is that the Javelin now will have the top-down attack. And for anyone who doesn't know, that's basically when a target is designated, it will do quite a nice spectacle and fly up and then sort of crash into the target and do a lot more damage. So that's a really, really nice little tweak around that.
That sounds pretty cool.
Another feature I'm excited about is the, I guess, return of so-called damage numbers. We've had that in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Through the score, you hit someone and it says enemy hit and some score. We're adding a new feature which is by default turned off, so you can go into options,
really
and I think it's on the crosshair hit indicator, and turn it on if you want. And whenever you will hit a target, be it a soldier or a vehicle, it will show the amount of damage that you've dealt to that player. It's still we call it like still an experimental feature, because we want to see how players react to that and potentially do more with this. So we just want to try it out, see how people feel about it. But I think it will help a lot with coordinating. If you're on voice with someone and you hit someone, and you can tell them, "Oh, I've dealt 80 damage," so you can push this soldier. Yep. So I'm pretty excited to see how people pick up this feature and how we can fine tune it over time. So looking forward to that one in particular. Also because I personally miss that kind of information.
yeah, me too.
I think it's one of those cool little changes that you mentioned earlier that can change the way you play a little bit. For example, you call it out, Florian, like, "Oh, I did 80 damage. Let's go for this person."
I mean, we've had hit indicators before, like what people also call hit markers, that kind of change size based on the amount of damage you deal. But it's sometimes hard to actually understand. Okay, is it that much bigger or that much smaller than the previous hit?
I think for 2042 specifically, it makes things very clear.
I think the actual most exciting scenario with this addition is damage to vehicles, because it's sometimes hard to understand, is this a good hit on a tank? How many more hits of a rocket launcher do I need to destroy it? So now when you hit a tank and it tells you, "Oh, you've dealt 22 damage," and you know, okay, I just need to have 4 more hits and then I'll destroy this tank.
Yeah, I mean, I know you were like digging around in that system for a long time, Florian, and it's going to be super nice to see that come into the game. Also, we talked about synergies and team play earlier, and I think the change to RAW, creating a synergy with engineer class, is really, really cool. Obviously, this means RAW can't hack and then also use anti-vehicle equipment in the way that an engineer can. But what it does is it creates this really, really nice team play aspect between engineers and a recon class character like RAW. So I'm really looking forward to see players playing off each other in this sense, and I think it's something we always want to achieve. And so with the class system, we actually get to revisit these kind of things and tweak them further and make them more interesting and more about how you do things together. So when you hack now, you actually designate the vehicle for the engineer player, and they can very easily get a good bit of damage dealt to it. So that's a really nice thing.
I think it further defines what it means for Raul to be a recon.
Yeah.
Like he's spotting and designating the targets for the team and no longer just for himself. And I think that...
Totally. And I think that taps into, really giving all these classes identity and strengthening them in their own sense and making them really, really clear. Which I think is of great benefit to the entire gameplay.
Yep. And I have another one.
Yes.
I have an update to the soldier, what we call the UI hit damage indicator. So when you get damage, we've done some changes there with the intent to make those clearer. Like we wanted to make sure that it's easier to understand how much damage you're taking, how many times you're getting hit in a row, because it's pretty common, of course, in Battlefield when you get hit by an assault rifle, you will get multiple hits. But before it was a bit hard to tell how many times you were getting hit. So those changes we're making are making it a little easier for you to understand how much damage you're taking and how many times you got hit by the same player. And also the direction at the same time. They're a bit slimmer now, and will scale based on how much damage you've gotten. And I think they feel also a bit more visceral. So it will be a bit easier for you to immediately tell, "Oh, I'm getting damaged and it's really bad," or "It's okay, it's fine, it's a small hit, so I don't need to worry all that much." So I'm pretty excited about this change. Hopefully this makes readability of damage and reacting appropriately a bit easier.
Yeah, I remember seeing that change for the first time and just also feeling that there's a greater sense of impact to the damage you're receiving, and it becomes more useful. And I think it really fits into the game really nicely, the way you've done the layout of it and all of that. So
yeah,
I think the most important update as well is the cookie of the week. Like, what are we having today?
So with the risk of losing my Swedish citizenship if I get this wrong, this is a kola kaka.
Kola kaka. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Say it
And
again.
how does it taste, Tom?
They're very cinnamony. Is that a word? But yeah, they taste very nice.
Yeah, and I think it's like the way the sugar sort of like almost becomes like a fudge and then hardens, and so that's like what makes it into like a cola, like fudge.
Damn, this
Next
is,
podcast will be
cook-
a
cookie
cooking
expert.
podcast
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Like we are maybe a cookie podcast at some
Yeah,
point.
that's actually what we are.
But yeah, that's I think a good overview of everything that's coming in update 3.2. So as a reminder or just a refresher before we close off for the day, so it's the return to the class system is part of update 3.2, alongside the Breakaway map rework, which is the biggest rework we've done so far. So really excited about this one. We've got thermal scopes coming. The active protection system is coming to the M1, A5 and T28 tanks. We've got below radar for air vehicles. We've got a bunch of new vault weapons, the M39, EMR, MTAR-21 and the PP2000. And as we just discussed here in the end, a whole set of smaller individual changes and improvements to the game. The update notes are available already. They're available on our website, so if you want to see all the changes that are included, we invite you to go check those out. And then for next week, we are back with a Q&A. So we would love to hear from you what your questions are for update 3.2 and beyond once you've had a chance to play. Get in touch with us through podcast@battlefield.com, tag us at Battlefield on our social channels, and use the hashtag InsideBattlefield to submit your questions.
Okay. There we go. There we go. That one was a little bit more short than the last week episode. Last week episode, I think it was like 55 minutes, so like about an hour. That one was only going on about 40 minutes. Tell you what though, not a bad way to start a stream on a Monday. To just straight away start a stream off where I can just kind of relax and chill before like all the craziness happens, you know. But yeah. I'm excited for the damage indicator. Get some music going. Yeah, the damage indicator is the same thing was in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. I'm guessing it's just going to be an updated version of it. Oh, my music's still not playing. What about now? There we go. But yeah. Yeah, this update's gonna be freaking huge, man. Even I know I can't even cover half of this stuff. My supposed to go somewhere real quick. Hang on, I can't even see the chat. Can't see the chat. Chat. Don't go, chat. Oh, I see the chat. I see the chat. Jim Savage, how you doing, buddy? KA, how you doing? Christopher Gaming, how you doing? Hopefully these fix Sundance Smart Explosive. I didn't hear them mention it. Yes, the mouse input's getting tweaked as well. It really should be the end of this mouse input stuff. I hope so, man. Like, what a stressful thing to deal with. So, buddy, so how are you doing? I've been better, but everything's fine. Okay. Troopers, it's just one more day. Alright, just one more day of just boringness. I didn't even know we just mess about today and just find some fun stuff to do, you know? Or enders make videos about. Hey, I'll add crossplay off. Oh, goodbye, Grim. Take it easy, buddy. Hopefully they fix me something to eat. Ah. Yeah, the vehicles are gonna have like active protection. I did hear about that.
Ready for orders.
Right, let's go and have a look in the portal servers then, shall we? See what's going on. We can go into the Afghanistan war simulator, or we can go into another. Or we can do Conquest. We can do Rush. It's a lot of people. My ping is going to be terrible because it's only European servers. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it for them ones. On the custom. Oh, we could do some boosting. Oh, how about that? We could do some boosting for a couple hours. Oh, we can do some more boosting. Oh, we can do some more boosting. Oh, we can do more boosting. Oh. 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 Hey, we can do some more boosting. Jesus Christ. Happy map 2.1. Shipment test 2. Someone needs to tell them it's the wrong game. Alright, okay, clearly we're not messing about with that. Should we do some conquest? Any troopers on? My music stopped. Where's my music? I was here. Okay. Now Saint's on. What's Saint playing? Conquest for Renew. Screw it. I'm joining them. I'm joining them. There we go. Chuck me in the game. How many games? 600 plus games on it? Damn, Christopher. You're like a hell of a hardcore gamer. There's no way you can go through that many games. No way. Ooh, what am I going with? Might do the NTW, you know? I don't... Oh, no. Let's go back to some old school. Right, M4. M416. Renew. Oh, I know.
We have conquered Delta 1. Sector Delta under Allied control.
I know, it's not the thing. Man, it feels weird playing games. Jesus. Man, I feel so weird. It's been like nearly a week, man. Let's go and really change some stuff around.
We no longer control an objective.
Right, gonna obviously keep the M4, but I'm thinking about changing the site. This site that keeps getting me.
This is not acceptable.
Yeah, it definitely does feel weird though to not play video games for like this long. Yeah, last time I played was on Tuesday. was the last time I played some games. I didn't even have a chance to on Wednesday. I was about like what 30 minutes away from streaming on Wednesday. I got my computer already up. My stream was already set up. Like I was literally ready to stream. Like I just made my coffee. And after I made myself like a little brew, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a little poop. Did a poop. Literally just finished my business. And my wife calls me. And she's like, so we're going to my mum's. So like I'm picking her up right now. So why? It's just like I think she's having a stroke. And I'm like, what? Yeah, it was some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, she was supposed to go on like a little vacation for like 5 days. It was literally just a coincidence. That was all. My wife was just having a lot of back pain and she wanted to go and see a chiropractor. So she literally called my mum to find out what was, you know, if she knew like a chiropractor, because obviously she sees one. And yeah, just straight away she was just talking to her. And my wife was just like, you okay? It's like, you're struggling to speak. So my wife left work and she told me, and we went straight there. It was just crazy because we go there and obviously like at the start she was really struggling to talk. And I don't think she realized what was really going on, but she didn't want anyone to check her. And we go and we're like, well, no, you know what I mean? Someone's going to check on you. This is not normal. So we don't care what you're saying, you know, this is your health here. You're scaring us. You know, like this is not normal for, you know, for people to do stuff like this, you know, to lose your speech. I said, you know, someone's going to check on you. So we got someone came in, it was like fire department came in first. And then the actual paramedics came in. And they said that there could be a chance of I don't know what the term is. It's like something where it can trigger strokes. And obviously she didn't want to go to the hospital. Well, it was really, really frustrating. But they check her out and everything, and they said that, you know, everything's okay, you know, her physical form's doing alright and everything. And yeah, it was a lot of stubbornness, what I think was also the most frustrating thing we had to go through. But yeah, we finally convinced her to go to the hospital after like hours. It was, so that's why I didn't stream, because it was so stressful. I finally managed to, obviously we finally managed to convince her to go to the hospital. And she goes there, and then obviously we're getting ourselves ready, because I'm just eating. I've just got home, you know, and I've just started eating. My roommate made some food, so I just started eating. And they said they're going to go to the hospital. And then, so we already start going to the hospital. And it took us about like, what, 15 minutes to get there? And in that amount of time... Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yeah, in that amount of time, in like 30 minutes and all that, they already like had her already in a room, like straight away. Like they knew, they knew what's up, and that was the thing. Me and my wife knew that she must have had a stroke. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing with strokes. There's different type of strokes, you see, and with the whole thing, we found out she had a blood clot in her brain. It's on the left side of her brain, and I don't know everything. Right, I'm not the smartest person in the world, so please don't take me on everything. But because she had a blood clot on her left side, your left side is where your speech is, okay? The right side is your body, okay? So if you had a stroke on your right side, that's when your face would limp, or, you know, your arm, etc. So she had it on her left side. I guess is lucky if you think about it, because her physical form, she's fine. She can get up, she can walk, she can do whatever she wants. But she just can't talk. She's struggling to talk, she's stuttering, she's extremely tired. But yeah, she's doing alright at the moment. She is at home now because there's only so much they can do, I guess. She's like on blood thinners, and they're testing her, making sure she's okay, and just seeing if like the blood thinners will work and hopefully clear it out. Because if it doesn't, then there's a chance she'll need surgery, and it's brain surgery. It's like, you know what I mean, it's the real deal right there. So it is a little bit of a difficult time, I guess. So I don't know how flexible these streams are gonna be. I gotta be real with you. I don't know. As far as I know, they'll all still be the same. But if it changes, it changes, you know. But yeah, no joke, man.
Our enemy now holds sector Delta.
Family first, Neon. Yeah. But also, you guys are my family too, you know. It's just very hard to just look at someone and just see the, you know, just see someone who they struggle to talk, and you know, and just like memory-wise, it's just like see like a little bit of a different person at these moments. So I think it's just tough, I guess. I know, I feel it's gonna be very emotionally tough, but it'll be fine. You gotta be positive, man. That's what I try to do. Sorry to hear that's how it goes all work. Yeah, I appreciate it. To all you guys, man. Like, so many of you guys were actually just messaging me and everything, just checking on me. It was actually quite heartwarming. So I appreciate it. Well, that's what I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that the clock just clears. You know what I mean? Because that's what we was all panicking about, was, you know, no one wants to go through that. But yeah, my wife has been extremely stressed. You blame her, you know what I mean? So I'm doing my best, guys, to be a #1 husband to my wife. Make sure she's taken care of. Could have got a triple there. Oh, that's close. Oh, he sees me. Yep, he sees me. Oh, he sees me. I was stuck. Go for the same stuff, so it's really rough emotionally, yeah. I try to look positive. You know, don't think about the negatives. You know, think about the positive. Don't think about the bad things, what can happen from it. Just think about all the good things, what can recover from it, you know? 2042, so I've read it back. There's only one way to find out, and that is tomorrow. I don't even know what time I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, honestly. I usually play like a couple of hours in the morning, just to grind it out. On the left side, they cannot speak. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Penguin. The Lord knows I'm trying. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm telling you, that day when she had her stroke, man, someone was watching over her. Someone was watching over her, 100%. So how do you feel about it after the update? Well, I don't know. I've really seen footage and seen what it's going to be, but it's different from what you're going to experience. Because, like, for me, like, I could look at this and go, holy crap, this is gonna change the game. But it's also a chance we could just jump into it and it feels almost the same. You know? This is class system mixed in with specialists. It's a bit more different than we're all used to. So I think that overall, we're all going to be very confused at the start. And I think it's going to take us a while to get comfortable with the class system and all that. Because there is confusion, you know, there's class systems with all these different stuff. So wait, is it? No, it comes out tomorrow. So we just went through the 3.2 overview right now. So that was all the information, what is going to be in this update. But no, it's tomorrow, the 31st.
We fight for you, old friend.
Remember, troopers, you haven't left a like, please do. We almost got 50 likes, man. Hey, you don't apologize. It's all good, bud.
The US have a vested interest in this data center in Songdo, South Korea. We believe a cyber attack from this location is imminent, and we are out of diplomatic options. You must secure the facility and the surrounding areas. If the Americans attempt to hold territory, push them out. We're trusting you to do this. Fight well.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
So about to go into the house. I talk soon. So time to get some dinner. So for the wife. That's all good, Christopher. You take it easy, okay, buddy? The Canadian guy, how you doing? Oh, there you go. Sorting out the audio. I am thinking. Oh, so there's a thing, by the way, I'm gonna probably address after the update comes out, because I don't know if it's gonna be an issue or not. But with all the weapons, all the assault rifles and like SMGs, especially assault rifles, really, all their drum mags, right? You actually have slower ADS time, like extreme slow ADS time. It's really slow. What's really annoying, because I don't know where you just slow down the reload for the drum mag. Instead of slowing down the aim down sight time. So just a heads up, when the update does come out, don't feel like you should be going with a drum mag, because you might be a little bit disappointed. I think they're just doing it to counter like some balancing or whatever. Sure there was a guy there or not? No, there's no guy. Oh, that poor jet. Yeah, so I don't know how bad of an issue it's going to be, so we're going to find out. So how are you? I'm doing good, Canadian guy. How about you, bud?
Enemy trying to take Charlie 1.
I know, right? Like, that's the thing, like, with most of the weapons, it's like you wanted to grind for the drum mag, because you know the drum mag was going to be the best one. But yeah, like, now they're going to, like, nerf the drum mags now, kind of lame. Well, I'm telling you, right, you know that thermal sight is going to be, like, pretty OP when it comes to the NTW. Because literally, with thermal sight, they stand out like a sore thumb. They stand out so easy with thermal sight. So literally, you could just use the NTW and just snipe so many people. I'm telling you, it's going to be like the new meta. Thermal sight, NTW 50. You parachuting? Oh, Jesus Christ. There it is.
Hostile neutralized! Commander, сюда! Helicopter, 120 degrees!
Our troops have captured Bravo.
Oh! He was right in the bush as well. Saint got me. So how you doing, Optic? You doing okay, man? I appreciate you messaging me, by the way. That's very kind of you. Ho, ho, ho.
Reloading!
Hostile troops assaulting Bravo 2.
Oh, didn't mean to slide like that.
Give me an assessment. Hostiles rapidly taking sector control.
We have control Bravo 1.
Our troops have up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get out there, go!
Oh, I've been causing some shitty days. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, buddy. So Saint, is a skin about you? Is it how things are? Oh, our skin. Our skin. I'm so confused when he said a skin. I was like, what? Our skin. Yeah, everything's fine, I guess. It's just recovery time and just making sure she's, you know, she take care of herself and all that. That's really what it is. It's just a very slow process. It's just very emotional. Because you see someone who speaks so fluent, and now it's like she's a different person a little bit because she can't talk, she's tired. So I think it's just a lot. But yeah, like really, it's just recovery stage. That's what I'm hoping for. So we can just look back on this and, you know, almost like a bad memory, you know. Where's the enemies then? I don't like this flag, man. They're so nitty in the bushes.
They've captured Bravo sector.
Yeah, I just joined saying he was playing Conquest. I was thinking about just doing some Conquest today.
This battle is taking a toll on our forces.
Well, everything's gonna change tomorrow. you know, it's gonna feel so weird, you know, for how big of an update. So I'm excited.
We have captured all of Delta Center.
No. Oh,
U.S. troops assaulting one of our objectives.
so close. Hey, what's up, Duck? Give him up to the top. So how's the grinding going, bro? It's good, no? So like I said before, brother, said you, if you need anything, it's just... Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it, I appreciate it. You know I do. That's why I'm kind of excited for the whole update season coming out. I think that's going to keep me busy for a little bit, so keep my mind off things.
Control Echo Sector.
Oh, did you know that the hang on. Okay.
We have occupied an objective.
What's going on? It's all just coming, eh?
They've captured all of Alpha Sector.
Oh yeah, weekly missions as well. Yeah, how can I forget? Yeah, there's a lot of content I wanna do. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get back in that grind again. You know, January's just been so tough. I just barely had time to, like, man, just lately, like, you know, in the space of like a month, like really thinking about it, in a month we have had Christmas, New Year. I had COVID, all this happening, like, it's just so much, man. I'm just like, oh my god. So I guess I'm excited for a little bit of the work grind. It keeps me active. Cato, hey there, bud. Make the chat bigger. There we go.
Bravo 1 is not secure.
So all the new best weapon setups to all. Yeah, I know, man. Well, that's the thing, yeah, because of the whole drum mag meta changing. Yeah, like literally everything's gonna be so completely different. So that's why I'm excited, man, because like you got the whole class sisters. Like I'm actually a little bit more excited because like the way of my content, I can actually go back to my old school like Battlefield 5 roots and Battlefield 1 when I made these type of videos. It's because I can also do like the best classes just for support. So I could never do just like that type of like class guide, you know, or like the best SMGs. It wasn't like that much hype around it because you could use whatever. But now there's an actual like class to them type of weapons. it makes that content expand so much more now. So I'm excited. Like, if you look at some of my Battlefield 5 videos and all that, some of them are like my highest rating videos ever. Like, I done a best overpowered guns for the medic class, and that video was huge. That gave me like 90,000 views. So annoying though. It's like 10k off 100k, man. I would love to get 100k views on a video. That'd be amazing. But 90, man, is still fucking awesome.
We are losing the battle. They hold more sectors. Our resource levels are down to 50%.
But yeah, everything's gonna change, man. The whole like meta style of it. See, I'm quite comfortable. I already know what I need to do for like my own class. I already have like a good idea. So it seems like obviously drum mags is going to be an issue, clearly. So the EM40 might change, and they just take the flags every time I get to it. A lot of running in this game, isn't it?
Control of Bravo 1 was just lost.
No, looks saying then they just take it. Just huge maps, man.
Friendly staging attack.
But yeah, really for my class setup, it's going to be Zane.
Move to secure that objective.
So the specialist I'm still using, because I also still need to grind for the tier 1. And what's kind of cool is Zane is also his nade launcher is going to have thermal sight. What's kind of cool.
Bravo 1 is underway.
Cover! I'm reloading!
Союзника зацепила!
Huh? Oh, okay. Apparently I didn't. I thought it completed something, but apparently I didn't. Now it completed it. But yeah, it's gonna be Zane. Obviously the med pen, because the med pen is default for the assault class. So my choice really is, and this is your opinion, guys, right? I'm not gonna do Claim Wars. I'm sorry, I'm not a Claim War player. But do I do C5 or armor plates? What do you think? C5 or armor plates? C5, I could definitely stop tanks and majority people. You know for a fact the assault class is going to be pretty OP. C5 all day. That's what I'm saying, man. Like C5 or armor plates, that already makes the assault class pretty OP.
That's one down! I'm out! Reloading!
Cato, you are always hustling that grind, dude. Oh. Stay away from bullets and you won't need the armor. Yeah. Yeah, that's the most accurate we could possibly say, yeah. I don't even use armor plates anyway. Like, I don't. Like, there's not too much value to it.
Let's eliminate it! Hold on!
Oh, I can't lay down. actually aimed on him. So nice as well. Oh man, I actually snapped onto that guy. God damn it, man. You see how clean that was? I was aiming on one guy and I snapped dead on to the other guy, but I just didn't have enough bullets to kill him. That sucks. Get that condom. Yeah, everything's good, Marcus. How about you, bud? Why are we not paying attention to this? Oh, no, we're hacked. Not good. There is. Man, he's just flying. Oh, we did 50 likes already? Holy crap, man. Jeez. Sick in the moment, but no school. There you go. Just be at home, rest up. Just laying in bed. Man, I remember like sick days. I go to school and stuff, you know, just don't go to school because I'm sick. I got like 40 subs in 29 days. Hell yeah, dude. What are you making over there to gain that many subs?
They're taking fire!
Hey, what's up, Jungle? What up, Doc? Thank you very much, everyone, for the 50 likes. I appreciate that. Just one of them ones you see, you always feel like cold. Oh, yeah, that's a fever you got, my friend. If you don't know what it is, I highly request you should do a COVID test. At least clear that out first.
They control more sectors than we do. We must counterattack.
Getting banned from COD M. Lol says but COD. You talking about COD Mobile? You got banned from mobile? Because my PC broke on me, and so now I'm saving up for keyboard and mouse and saving up for gaming laptop. Okay. How did you get banned on COD Mobile? That's what your parents said. Listen to your parents, bud.
The US forces are weakened. They're nearly defeated.
That's super exciting. I'm excited for you.
They have conquered more sectors.
I'm excited for you, Doc. Just keep working on it, bud.
Objective Echo 2 has been lost. We have the advantage. They will do anything to recapture our sectors. Hostiles have seized Echo 2. Echo sector is under American occupation.
Oh, you sweaty bugger. Got banned 3 times in a row. COD Mobile? What? What did you do? It's COD Mobile. Like, how did you manage to get yourself banned? I'm so excited for Battlefield Mobile though. It needs to hurry up, man, and get released. Yeah, rapid test is pretty accurate anyway. It's what everyone does really now. Hey, Simple Jack! How you doing, buddy? Okay, we'll clear it there. Into your brain? No, it's not getting into your brain. Yes, it goes pretty far up to your nose, but not so far. It's up into your brain. Shoved up into your brain. No, you have it pretty far up your nose, but that far.
We hold more sectors than the enemy.
Oh, what a stinker. I died right at the end. SK for a few. That's all good, Optic. Excited for tomorrow, Doc? Hell yeah, buddy. Let's go. I'm glad you're excited, bud. I'm excited too, man. I'm excited too. I'm gonna be up in the morning as well. I can't wait.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can never doubt, know what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
هنروح فين يا جماعة؟
Wow, we're almost on 60 likes. The cow. Yeah, we got lots of information about Season 4. I'm surprised actually, because we haven't even got a trailer for Season 4 yet. But yeah, that's coming out in February. What's Saint doing over there? Why are we waiting? Is he streaming? Yeah, he's streaming. See what he's doing over there. I'll just put in his chat seeing if we play it. All right, there we go. Oh, wow, troopers, this might be the last time we play it.
I rattle their cage.
This is it, guys. This is going to be the last time we properly play the old Breakaway. Let's share our emotions, guys. So we'll be sad together.
This is it, people. It's time to put a stop to the Russians' illegal Antarctic oil drilling. The first step will be removing any Russian military presence from the region. We're sending in several task forces.
Oh, I'm going hard. I'm going iron sight.
We need minimal losses or we'll be forced to retreat. This one matters. Command out. Sector by sector. Secure each and we'll keep the hostiles on the run.
There we go. Oh, which way do you think we need to go? And the best thing to do right now is get up this hill. Just dink as many as we kind of can.
We've initiated an attack on Alpha 1.
Yeah, because we got a cow or something around that corner. Oh, he sniped me. Okay, well, I did something though, because we at least stopped them on one side. That's where the team is. Oh, a tank. It's just a squad mate. Okay,
Support package available.
where? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, man. A little, like, noob snipe camper or something. Just sat up on that side the whole time.
Alpha 1 attack begun by our forces.
I'm out! Reloading!
Come on, guys. Get the push, get the push, get the push. Oh, wow. That fire took a lot of health off me. Lots of health. For God's sake. Nope. Oh, give me ammo.
Hold on, reloading! Let a friendly's down!
Our reserves are down by a quarter.
Oh, it's a ranger. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. That was tough. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, with this gun, there's no way you can just go around and start spraying and praying after the whole patch, because it's going to change it, man, where like you can't use that drum mag properly. Probably just go with this one. Standard issue. It gives you fast reload, so I'll probably go for when it changes. But right now it hasn't, so we're gonna have some fun. But yeah, they're definitely though, the whole like playstyle of all the magazine stuff's gonna be super weird. Like I don't know how I feel about it. But it's like playing and testing. It's just super slow. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are not going to be super bummed about that change. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to be kind of annoyed. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the drum mag. For the assault rifles, especially. The drum mag, you're actually going to have a slower ADS speed. Like a way more slower ADS speed. What? That sucks. Ow, this map is about to go.
Take the sector.
Shame there's no cannon in it on this. Cannon's so OP.
Our attack on Bravo 2 is underway.
Oh. Go this way. Oh, these people on the side can actually help me. Okay, they might hit a flank on us. Should be behind. Yep.
We need a medic! I'm okay! Let's move!
Keep going. Where are they? There's breakthrough as well. See, that's why I'm excited, man. This map's gonna be so different tomorrow. So different. Don't see me. Oh, and he gonna exposed us. God damn it, teammate. Oh. Okay, for the love of God, just cap the flag. Yeah, that ram is just ramming everyone. No other way to explain it. Oh yeah, just in case you guys did miss the whole podcast stuff at the start, don't worry, this live stream's gonna stay public. So later on, if you want to just go and listen to it or whatever, just restart the stream. Would rather recommend you do that after the stream is finished though. But yeah, it only goes on about 45 minutes, and I think it was about 10 minutes by the time we started it.
Bravo 2 has been seized by the enemy. We are attacking Bravo 1.
Oh my god. Anyone else want to try? Anyone else want to try? Come and get me. Come and get me. What the? Okay, no one spawned there. Imagine they did. Another beacon there though. Okay, we can push it up a little bit. Not today, buddy. Oh, we're in. We're in the lion's den. Oh, he got me. That's a little cheeky streak. Hey? So the update will probably drop, I think it's like 4 AM EST. I think it's 8 AM UMT is when the update drops. It drops. So you have to figure that out in your time zone. But it's usually, so I think it's, for me, it's 4 in the morning is when the update drops. But it's actually 7 in the morning when the weekly missions comes out. But thanks, man. That's all good. DJ! How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, man. How you doing today?
Bravo 2 targeted. Begin the assault.
Switching my weapon up and a little bit of variety. Just slammed it. Yeah, if it's how it works, it just means that 4 hours of a lot today. Oh man, that's gonna fly by so quick if you're busy. So how are you and the missus doing? We're getting there, man. We're getting there. It's just been a lot. Oh, that makes sense.
Bravo 2 has been secured by hostile
Oh,
forces.
behind. Oh. See, these are always the worst days to play the game, I feel like. The day before, like, a massive update comes out. You know? It's like, like, I don't want to play this game no more. Give me the update. You know? Crap.
Bravo 1 was just secured by us.
The frick?
That's one
Okay, I
down.
got him.
Our forces have been unable to break through the Russian defense in the sector. Threat sighted! 210 degrees! 170 meters!
Allied troops attacking Bravo 2.
You know what's going on. Oh, the DMR. Of course it gets me. Question is, am I good at this game? Nah, I'm a bot.
Enemy soldiers! Southwest! Bravo 1 under assault.
Oh, I cancelled the reload. What am I doing? Goodness sake, reload. Yeah, no one's going for that B2 flag. So all the enemies are right in the middle. That sniper. Look how miles away he is as well.
We're getting short on troops. We must coordinate our attack, or a retreat is imminent.
Objective is no longer secure.
Isn't it funny how the tables turn, right? You know? Like, it was a couple of days ago, people accused me of cheating. And now there's like questions of like, you even play this game? You know? Man. I can't believe it is January. Oh, almost freaking February though. Holy crap.
Bravo 1 is now our target.
Oh, tank. God, I hope to God that doesn't see me. I hear people. Probably should close at least some of these doors, right? Close this one.
Their defenses are too strong. All troops evacuate.
Oh. So the thing is, right, do you actually think, troopers, that this game's actually going to be different? Like, you know, do you actually believe the game's going to be different tomorrow? Or do you feel like it's going to be the same? Easily whap in the game? What the frick is that? No recoil with this whap. Oh, weapon. Jesus Christ, man. Just finish the word. Is my hair really pink? Yep. This is it. This is the real deal right here, man.
We stand together.
The US plans to illegally launch a weapon at these
Oh my
facilities.
God, please don't be defending. I think it's defending. I was attacking.
Work with the other task forces to take the facility. You will have every resource we can provide, but they are limited.
I love attacking.
The Americans will try to outlast us. It cannot become a prolonged siege. Strike fast and hard.
Give it 20 years and we'll be the Grey Wig Army. I know, DJ went all like defensive on me. He was fighting for my honor. Thank you, DJ. It's always nice to have my bodyguard in the stream. Get that tier 1 skin. How do you know I have tier 1 skin for my weapon? Hey, how do you know? I could not have tier 1. Oh, I don't have Sane's. I'm not tiered 1 Sane yet. I've still got a bit to go. I watch you long enough to know. Why you just... Yeah, people go to me and they're just like... I love how you just know. It's like, come on, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't have none of the weapons tiered 1. Look. None of them are tiered 1, man. Gotta work on it. I'm slacking. I know. I'm sorry. And we've got 3 more weapons to tier 1 as well. 3 more weapons tomorrow for tier 1 in. I'm excited.
Move to the objectives and secure them.
Enemy down! Woohoo, you are doing well!
gonna do the triple sight challenge. Doing it right now. Made it up.
Alpha 2 under friendly control.
Now, if there's any enemies I can shoot, maybe I can give it a go in the triple sight challenge. Where you going, boy? Of course. I lost him. I'm gonna die. I don't know what's going on.
Our troops are under control. Alpha 2.
Initiating attack on objective Alpha 1.
Yes, there's ADS slowdown, but all the weapons will have drum mags. It's kind of an L.
Objective seized by US forces.
Enemy down!
Oh. Yes, all the vault weapons, they're all going to be increased because of that. Yeah, it's not going to be fun, but exactly what you said, yeah. We had to adapt. We had no choice. It's a whole new class system, guys, you know what I mean? Like, you know, at the end of the day, I was experiencing some, you know, it was going to happen sooner or later where there was going to be a big, massive weapon change. And this was going to be it. It's going to change the whole metas. Like the AM40, because its ADS speed is going to be slower, unfortunately, that's going to take away its value of that gun. Like the AM40 is a great weapon, you know, but yeah. My favorite Battlefield, it has to be Bad Company 2. Just for the fact that it was a good multiplayer experience, fantastic campaign, and also the Vietnam expansion was just through the roof for me. That was like another game, you know what I mean? Just on one. It was great. They done amazing on Bad Company 2. Tell you what, this PP2000 is going to be a cool SMG though to use. It has like 42 rounds, something like that. So it's going to be a really nice weapon to use. I was jealous. Honestly, if you really want my honest opinion about the tier 1s, I'm literally only doing it just to flex on it, really. Unless I get rewarded to tier 1 all the weapons, it's not super worth it, really. Because the vault weapons don't even have tier 1 skins. So it's just the regular weapons. So really, unless there is actual new weapons to come to the game, it's not really worth the tier 1 them. You don't actually get anything for it. Yes, honestly, every time I was grinding out weapons to tier 1, it was exactly that reason for it. 100%. Like, honestly, I really need to start using this pistol more, because I have to tier 1 the pistol, because I want to go back to the G57 nearly quick as I can, so I got to start really working on pistols again. So I guess I should just really focus on that today, I guess. Really think about it. Besides, you guys have seen some pistol gameplay from me before. This weapon's pretty solid for distance. But let's kick some ass a little bit. Yeah, because I don't know why, but I don't whip out my pistol as much as I used to. But if I'm going to use a pistol, I'd rather use the G57. You're better than Max Second Broken Machine. Okay, now you're just lying. They are very high tier players. There is no way. Yeah, if there's any, like, yeah, if you can get, like, an achievement, even, like, on console that says, like, you tiered 1 all the weapons, like, or, like, a little badge what says, like, Weapon Master. That's the thing. I would love to have a badge where I could flex and be like, look, I tiered 1 all the weapons. That's what I would love to do. Oh. I'm gonna get rid of them portal boosts and so it seems like the biggest issue on Portal is, thank God there is no exploit of tier 1 in weapons. I'm really glad there's no exploit for tier 1 in weapons, because people who have all the tier 1 weapons, you know, they're legit, thank God. Because if there was exploits or something, it would bring the question even to me and everyone else who has a bunch of tier 1s. And I ain't about that. Like, I'm just already tired as it is from all the crap. But thank God that on the Portal servers, the main boosting thing is XP or Season Pass boosting. And that's really it. So yeah, that's the saying. If people care about their rank, I feel like ranks is pointless, because let's be real, it doesn't matter how much you play this game. There is no way you're gonna max rank this game. It's impossible. It is impossible to max rank it. You know, yeah, there's gonna be people who do it legit, but they also played like 9 or 8 hours a day. You know, and extremely good players. They're the only people for that. So really, ranks is not a big thing. I don't care too much about rank either. Oh, excuse me. Wow. So I've got to run, so take care, bro. Alright, buddy. Will you take care of yourself, okay? Laters, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the chat. can't.
Enemy soldier marked.
Oh, crap.
270 degrees. 200 meters away.
Reloading!
Oh, almost. Almost got him.
Updating XMRA!
Over there, over there, over there. Right next to you. George, right next to you. Behind you, behind you, behind you. Behind you.
We're out of time and out of resources.
I don't think he heard me.
The attack has failed.
Yeah. Oh, is that my playlist? No, that's not my playlist. I've still got a bunch more. I'm a bit disappointed. It's just like there ain't more futuristic weapons in the game. So it's 19 years in the future. God damn it. Oh, dude, I know what you mean. But that's the thing. Also, as well, like this is the thing. I think this is purposely why he did it. It's because it's supposed to be like apocalyptic. So everything's short supplied. See, even weapons, firearms. But I totally get it though. You know what I mean? Like, where are the future weapons? You know? I get it. Yeah, I don't agree with auto weapons being in the game in general. I think it was extremely lazy of them.
Let's go.
Well, hopefully season 5 will have new weapons. Obviously season 4 obviously will, because season 4 is an actual season planned. Yeah, I hope that season 5 is not going to be a disappointing one. I don't know what they're doing for it, but they obviously have a plan to do that season. Oh crap, guys, we might even do 70 likes today. Kind of mad. To even had a clan going with the renter server. Hell yeah, dude. I wish Platoons come back. I want to make a pink Wagami Platoon so bad. Come on, count the flag. Tap it.
Hostiles, front side!
We control Charlie sector.
Yeah, Battlefield 2142 was really the only Battlefield I really never properly played. Oh. Whoa, that's a big land. Oh. Up. Lift it up.
Vehicle under attack!
Come on! No one's flying it. Oh my god, I'm still alive. Let's pop them flares off. Like someone spawned this chopper with me. We're dropping down on a condor. What's this? Come on, dude, it's right below you. God. Oh, didn't get away. See, the thing is for me, right, is that game just wasn't really it at all for me, though. That was the thing when it came to... Oh, my God. I'm sorry, Saint. Sorry, buddy. I can't do Conquest. Can't do Conquest. Thanks for the games, though. Yeah, I couldn't do Exodus Conquest anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get my list. See, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, right? Because I got all this footage from like all the old footage from the game. But that's the thing, with all the old footage, they're so pointless of it now. So I don't even know if I'm just gonna like just upload just a bunch of streaks. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Defending, I'll take it. Doesn't matter me. We're getting the flag back anyway, so that's good.
Guard your objectives. Pull back only if necessary. The Americans will move sector by sector. Reduce their forces enough and they will retreat. Hostile force is still strong, but they've taken up.
They're still up there. That's all your scouts. All the sniper campers. Whoa. Jesus Christ. There's one right up there. A guy with shield. Yep, it is. Another guy up there's two. Of course, he turns around and looks at me. Do I have a better sight? What about this? Hey, thank you for the sub, buddy. There's too much kick with that sight.
We're taking casualties.
Oh. We're both just staring at each other, just like, you're so lucky. I don't know if he would have got me or not. Yeah, I tell you, if you get squad lead in this game, tomorrow, you're going to get this really cool star icon. Well, it's kind of cool. Only got 300 XP in that game. Didn't really do that much. Troopers, we are 2 likes away from 70. Make sure I get my list out. We get like a good rotation.
Count me in. Let's go.
I wonder what the store's going to be like tomorrow as well. Do you think the store, everything's going to be updated? That was defending. Don't want to do defend in orbit. That'd be pretty boring. But yeah, hopefully this brings back more players, so I actually have a bit more of a better opportunity to search for games. That'd be nice. Because every time it's update day, I literally have to join like European servers through this, through joining my friends or using Portal. That's really the only way I can actually like play games super early in the morning. That's why I never stream in the morning, because I actually can't find games. Manifest US, that's attacking. I like the point system they had in Battlefield 5, where you could build your points and save up for a V1 rocket, but you had to cap the flags and everything. I remember that I would spam like objectives everywhere so I could drop V1s. There would be times where I could drop nearly 2 V1s a game if I had the correct squad. I love the whole point system Battlefield 5 because you can actually build your points. You actually had to do teamwork as a squad to get them objectives, like, you know, like a V1 or an artillery strike.
When the Russians have been manipulating to their advantage, we end that today.
Kind of force you, you know?
Push the Russian forces out. We're counting on you. The rest of the world is too. Don't let us down. Command out.
Coach! So sub Neon, it says nice to see you back. Hey dude, it's nice to be back. It really is. It's still difficult time, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's nice to go back. I missed everyone, man.
Every sector we advance, the Russians will fall back. Take your objectives, keep the enemy running.
Our forces are advancing to take out the food.
Oh, excuse me. flying to Denver. I don't even know where that is. To meet someone? Who are you meeting?
We are attacking Alpha 1. More package available.
Ah, he got me. So, what is this for? A special lady?
We're securing Alpha 2.
God, I hear footsteps all around me.
Allied forces attacking Alpha 1.
So it causes for a lady. Okay. Hey, dude. I just want. Oh, hang on. I just wish you the best, you know. I just want to make sure you're being careful and all that and stuff. It seems like that previous one you just dealt with. It seems like that wasn't nice. You didn't deserve that. So I just wish everything for the best, you know. So it's getting late, so got to go now, so bye. Alright, buddy. Well, you have a good night. I was streaking quite a bit there for the pistol. I need to check how far I am with the pistol. I have been lacking on the tier 1 grind. Especially with this pistol. This pistol was so easy to tier 1 as well, and I haven't done it. But it is a pistol. It's not like, honestly, the main weapons I want to tier 1 is the assault rifles. The pistols are like my last thing on my list, you know. That happens, that happens. Lovely big kills there. Ow. Ow. Get out. Eat it. Goodbye, bitches.
Alpha 1 has fallen into enemy hands.
Well, if you do it, coach, keep us updated, man.
Already a costly battle.
Of course it's me. Of course it's me who gets sniped out of a pilot. Of course. Of course. It's me. Of course. Who else? Might as well do it to me. Hello there.
Taking control of an objective.
Oh, by the way, do you think the thermal sights, do you think they're going to be on pistols? Has anyone thought about that? Like, do you think thermal sights are going to be on pistols? I didn't think about that until now. I was going to say, because I might have to save a little bit of this tier 1 in until the thermal sight. Well, I ain't going to tier 1 it today anyway, so actually it'll be absolutely fine. So if I want to test it out and everything, yeah, do it tomorrow. See, it has thermal sights, the pistol, that'd be pretty sweet. How sweet would that be? I would be pretty excited for thermal sights on a pistol. Especially this gun. Yeah, honestly, guys, I think tomorrow, really, because of the whole class system stuff and everything changing. Yeah, because like tomorrow, this whole class system, really what I want to learn tomorrow is how to play that class. Really, that's my #1 thing tomorrow. Honestly, I'm not super focused on tier 1 in weapons. They can kind of wait this time around because this is different, man. I want to learn the whole class system, you know. So because of that, I don't think I'm going to be using any vault weapons tomorrow, even the new ones. Like, I'll use a bit of them, of course, but my main focus is to really figure out what weapons work. I was quite surprised, actually, they was adding thermal sights. Considering this game does have a lot of dark moments, I think it'll work out pretty nice. And in the gameplay of it, it's pretty sweet. Ow.
Our forces are advancing to take altitude.
We can see ahead.
Uh-oh. Don't you dare, you sweaty tryhard, I had a pistol. I had a pistol, man. Ooh. Oh, hello. No, excuse me, no. Oh, she bonker. Oh, who's calling me now? Spam call. You know, crazy. It still blows my mind. I've never wanted to change my phone number so hard in my life. But, oh man, it'd just be so much hassle. All I'm getting is just these stupid spam calls. I had to block the numbers.
Stay alert. Asifa.
Get me out. What? Okay. Alright, what are we dealing with?
The enemy is focusing on Alpha 1.
Minimap all bugged up. Whoa. You see that weird like zoom thing? That keep happening. That's what really screws up my aim most of the time. Oh man, look at this parkour I'm doing.
The enemy pushed us off Alpha 1.
Think I can make it? I'm going for it. Oh, I didn't make it. It was not enough, like wind, should we say. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. No, I'm a freaking beast. I'm a freaking beast. I'm an absolute beast. A tornado. Holy crap, this is so cinematic. Get a boner. Oh. Take your ammo. Oh. I see him. There is. Okay, we've got chains ammo. Nope.
Reloading, Platoon.
Close. Rip. Oh, that's freaking enders. Sorry, bud. It's definitely my pistol, eh? Holy cow. Oh. Oh, you got me back to back. It's fine. Holy cow, man. What a pistol streak. My finger. My finger.
We've lost an objective to the enemy.
Oh, God. That was a lot of jump in there, wasn't there?
Is anybody there? We are moving to seize Alpha 2.
I really want a Twix right now. Oh, man. So, my wife, I think a couple of weeks back, got like a big bag of chocolate and it had Twix in it. Snickers, some other type of chocolate. Man, I went through that and just grabbed every little bit of Twix. All the little Twix stuff, dude. Oh, man. No, not now. No. Oh. It's something about Twix, man. I don't know why, but it's just... yeah, it's just too good. That's what it is. Them white chocolate ones, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. White chocolate Twix. I'd do anything for a white chocolate Twix. You know that, right? Nah, you can't. I feel like if a stranger in a van looked at me and was like, "Hey, you, do you want to get in my van for a Twix?" I would be like, "Go." No, all jokes aside, don't do anything for a Twix. Trust me. Green tea Kit Kats. What the frick? Oh, speaking of like bomb, I had like a hot chocolate bomb. That's what it was called. And you just obviously warm up the milk, put it in the cup, and then you just drop the hot chocolate. It's like a chocolate ball. You drop it in there and it melts, and in the inside of it there's marshmallows. Oh my god. That was a little bit of a naughty drink. Turn up, sure. Come on, give me big kills. Oh, there's only 2. What a stinker. Not a green tea fan, says now the mint.
The enemy is trying to take Alpha 1.
I haven't really done mint. I was gonna actually try to do that yesterday with my wife and all that. I was just like, hey, do you want one of these? And I said we could do a mint. I think before we did like, it was like a brownie type of hot chocolate. It was quite nice. That was just like the powdery one. Yesterday it was all fancy. I never had like a hot chocolate like that before. So it was kind of cool. That guy? It is a guy! Unbelievable. I wasn't sure. You know how long I looked at that guy as well? Yeah, see, like, the dot set is 10 times better for this gun. Damn, we lost. What a stinker. Well, that's the same. They had freaking enders on the other team. Of course they was going to win. So crazy, right? How good that guy is. Like, just him on his own with a team is just enough to take it. Like, there was no way. There was no way we would have won that if enders were on that team. Because look, the second one after that is 29 kills. You know what I mean? I will always put down my pride and tell someone's better than me. Like, hard damn, Enders is a hell of a player, man. And people always never disappoint you in lobbies. It's Enders and Focus. Some insane high tier players. They're just not normal. They're just not, they're not human. Really. They're just not. Is this crazy, man? I always love playing with them guys, though. Yeah, I don't know too much of Focus, but Enders is alright. So sorry if I can't stand Enders. This is I don't care as to how good he is. No, like I get it why people are mad. It's also he's stubborn as well, like, you know. Like, he would definitely be like, no, you idiot, this is the way to do it. So he knows he causes the problem, and I feel like everything he goes through, he knows that, you know. And that's the thing, there's a lot of people who don't like him, you know what I mean? And I totally get it, and he knows it. I guess it's just how he is, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what he's doing over there is clear he's doing something right, because he's still growing and stuff. Is it the toxicity he would like? No, he probably brings most of it onto himself. But the guy's been doing it long enough. I don't know, there's a reason for it. Always is. He's a content creator just like me. Just like others. There's always a reason behind it. But every engagement I've really had with him, it's always been really nice. So if that's just his personality and his act, then that's how he is. But the engagements I've had with him, I've had nothing but no hassle. Oh yeah, and that is true. And I think a lot of it is probably the reason why he probably still takes that route, is because he's also very frustrated, because he is like, he has a competitive mindset, so he nips pick and everything. So I get that. It's what most competitive players are like. They know the ins and out of your map, you know. But I tell you what though, 100% when it was the downfall of 2042, people like myself were going down, we were struggling, but people at Enders was just popping because his negativity through Battlefield 5 just transferred over to 2042, and because the game was really negative, it just blew him up. You know what I mean? So he just took that negative route. Even I took that little bit of the negative route on my channel. I was quite negative for a while. Around April, I was. It's just an FYI, so it's probably not the best is to talk about other streamers. Oh, no, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'll say, I've never had issues with Enders. I think he's a very nice guy. And he just knows I'm just talking. I'm just casually talking. I'm assuming he's not going to take any offense to any of it. I'm assuming not. See, for me, really, I'm just a loud person. Really. When it comes to most stuff, just loud scream. You know, the thing is, though, you got to remember, every streamer's different. We all have our little peaks and cons, or whatever you would call them, or anything, really. You know, we're all different in streaming time terms, I guess, you know. Like, come on, man. Look at me. All pinked up. So I guess it's just, you know, just that's how it is. That's the way of streaming, you know. But I think a lot of that is definitely an outside thing then, maybe. I don't know, because as far as I understand, the Battlefield streaming circle lately is beginning pretty nice. Lately. It really has, like, I've definitely felt like a lot of streamers have been sticking together a little bit more lately and working one another. And like I just got into like a new group with a bunch of Battlefield streamers in it, and we're all just sharing ideas backwards and forwards, talking about like information, patches and everything. It's been really nice. I feel like the community's going a bit more better.
We've got wounded!
Oh, what am I doing? I gotta keep my pistol out. Oh, buddy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my child. Hey, thank you for the 71 likes, by the way. I appreciate that. Big numbers today. So I like coming back, man. Come on, you guys know if I take a little short break, you know I come back big and strong. Is he gonna try to get me? Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he's already out! Oh!
All objectives secure. The sector is now under our control.
Oh, for God's sake, man. Anyone seen any bad luck like that before? Man, that's a freaking rip in the chat for that. Oh god, what a stinker on that. Man, some bad luck today, hey? I just jump out, get hit by the Liz missile. We got sniped out of a... Do you know really what it is? I gotta stay out of choppers. But I can't help myself.
Turn around. You've wrecked the engagement.
Oh my god, I hope it's not someone behind me. Open the door. Open the freaking door. Jesus Christ. One guy. Gonna be like, what? I'm confused that guy's gonna be. No one's here. Usually it would be insane. Is it because they still haven't pushed him from there? Oh, there we go. Maybe I just flanked it too early. How about that, eh? I flanked it too early. Yeah, because that's still right at the back. No, teammate.
Help is here, sir.
Trying to ruin my location, eh? Come on, deal with this guy coming up. Deal with him. I got him.
Down.
Yeah, I do. Easy. Oh. Yeah, I honestly today I just playing like the old version of the game now, if that makes sense, before like the whole class system. I really just want to play the class system, so I'm just tired of just playing this game today, so I just really want to make it relaxing. Obviously, as you guys know, there's so much going on with my mother-in-law having a stroke, so it was really nice to just come back today. And then for like the first hour, it was just kind of just chill and relaxing because of the Battlefield podcast. But yeah, today was really just trying to be just relaxed and everything. It's been a while, man. It's been a couple of days since I actually came back to streaming. So like I forget how to do it, you know. Like I picked up a controller and I was like, whoa, this feels weird. Like last time I played was like last week. I think it was like last Tuesday. Oh man.
Our forces could not hold Bravo 2.
If I stay positive. Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. That's the best way forward.
Hostile neutralized. We need a medic. On your feet and fight.
Oh.
Taking enemy fire.
I don't like that. Open it. Oh, window. Got him.
Eliminated.
Push mag.
Need to reload!
Come on, teammate. Oh. So thank you for my distraction from reality. Neon said cheers. I got you, my friend. I got you. So the next community game session. So we already done January. So that's already done. So the next one's obviously in February. So it really depends. Because, well, what we can also do is we could, because of the new season coming out, because I think that's going to be around the 28th, we can maybe push back the season for about a month. Not the season, sorry. I mean, I wish. But like we did something about it. Well, I mean push it forward more than anything. But yeah, if I could probably do it after season 4, I think that'd be probably cool, because then we can have like a new map. We can all just grind out and play together. Like a, you know, it's a brand new map, so we could do like 24/7 team deathmatch. You know? And it'll be on like the new map and stuff, and yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So I guess we could just do that, or we could just do one beforehand. It's really up to what people want to do. But yeah, the plan is February, but it all depends on when season 4 is going to come out, Dave. Because if season 4 comes out a bit more earlier, then that's perfect. Because really, what I just want to do is I want season 4 to come out first. So, because that'd be a great way to do a new community games, you know, right after the season. So if it is right at the end of the month, it'll just be a little bit pushed, you know. It'll just be a little bit longer until the next one. So I'm hoping I can get it out in February, but it might be a chance it might be next month. We'll see. But this time around, I will give people a lot more of a heads up, a couple of weeks heads up. Yeah, I want to make sure I planned out a bit more ahead of time, so you guys can make sure the plan schedules out if you really want to be in it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, man. And I feel like the 3-hour window was actually okay, because I was thinking, oh, should I do 4 hours? But it seems like 3 hours was kind of a sweet spot. You know, it was a Saturday. I wanted to make sure that, you know, people had time, you know, to themselves or their family and friends, you know. I don't want to take away people's weekend just playing Battlefield all the time, you know. So I felt like 3 hours was a good window to keep the servers running. Well, I could have left it running, but that's only if people stay in the lobby.
We are securing objective Bravo 2.
Hey, Ghosty, what's up, man? It was a piece of me. Boy, some slipping and sliding.
We lost control of one of our objectives.
There's one. Oh, there's another guy. Oh. Oh. How are you guys feeling about the Last of Us stuff? I haven't watched the season, I haven't watched the episode 3 yet. I'm probably going to watch that later on. I'm going back to my mother-in-law's later on to check on her. And I think I'm also eating there as well. So I'm probably not going to watch it until tomorrow or later on. I'm guessing it'll probably be later on. But yeah, how are you guys finding it? You guys liking The Last of Us? Is it been good so far for you? because I've been really enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun.
Repel the attackers at Bravo 2.
The Last of Us has been great. It says I'm not a fan. It's a hate. It's a. Oh, was my dog playing with a toy. So I hate to say it, but after episode 1, so I wasn't thrilled. Honestly, the second one was a bit more slower.
We have lost an objective.
But honestly, I've been really enjoying it. I really have. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But yeah, so far though, I've been enjoying it myself. I know it's been doing extremely well. It's been doing a huge hit when it comes over to HBO. So that's pretty good to hear all about that. Well, it was so funny, right? Because it on HBO, they said it was their second highest view record. Like, it's the most someone's ever went onto their site to watch something. Was the highest record they ever done on HBO. And I was so confused. I was like, wait, so what's first then? And I was so confused, like, what would be the #1 record on HBO? So I searched it up, and then I was like, of course, that makes sense. It's freaking Game of Thrones. So literally, Last of Us 2, Last of Us is literally the second highest, and it's right next to Game of Thrones. That's pretty big, man. It's pretty big. So, you know, the series has got to be saying something, you know? So all you folks with your HBO subscriptions, most people password share. I know Netflix is hunting down pretty hard on password share.
Threat eliminated. I'm out. Reloading.
Yeah. Me and my wife, we have our own Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus. But that's like with our sister-in-laws. And then that's it. And then yeah, HBO is just a password share. But everyone does it, come on. You can view one app on the YouTube? What? So if I remember right, it says like I'm a stoner, so I could be wrong. Yeah, you might be wrong, dude. Stay away from the dabs. Stay away from them. Put the wax down. I know. Dirty triad. Ugh. Look at him hopping around. What a sweat. I know. Hey, Neon, stop jumping. I'm trying not to. They just keep coming at me. Which mag? Got him there. Oh my god, this is kind of a nice streak. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah. Woohoo! What a streak!
Out of ammo, got to reload!
Where's it gone? Oh yeah! Yeah, I'm not even done. Come on.
The sector is now under our control.
Oh, he's got away. Come here. Come here.
My position.
Oh man, do you think it even saved the whole thing? That was a cool streak.
This is their last stand. Take the sectors.
Oh yeah, I got the whole thing. Oh yeah, dude. That was a nice streak. Oh, that was a good run. You guys approve?
Losing blood. Temperature is dropping.
Oh.
Need to reload.
Oh, I got some bullets over here.
I'm out. Reloading.
Assault on Charlie will be begun by armed forces.
Nah, man. I would love to play GoldenEye again. GoldenEye would be so good to play again. Man, James Bond games were so good, man. You know, the last James Bond game came out in like 2011. I remember when I got that. That was a kind of a cool game, honestly. But yeah, it's a shame they don't make any James Bond games anymore. They were pretty cool, man.
Watch out.
Netflix has become a bit of a stinker. It really has. It is kind of a shame. Destiny 1, damn. I tell you what, I feel like the Destiny times, the first Destiny game came out, I feel like I lost so many friendships over Destiny. I didn't play too much Destiny, but a lot of my friends were so... They loved Destiny. They grinded it all the time. They played hours and hours. But they would never want to play like COD or anything. And so I just like kind of drifted apart from so many people. Because like everyone was playing Destiny. I just wanted to play COD.
Out of ammo. Got to reload.
But Destiny is a very good game, man. GoldenEye multiplayer. Oh my god, imagine. Like cross-gen as well. Cross-play. Everyone just squads up. We just do a community game on GoldenEye. A big free-for-all. Oh, man. Imagine. Imagine going back. Some cool times, man. What the freaking... How do you get that up there? Oh my god. Destiny 1 raids was so epic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just like, it's because it was proper like grinding, man, you know? Like, yeah, like you had to play for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, I remember one of my friends, he was really into Destiny. And he will always do like Destiny raids and stuff.
Threat eliminated!
Whoa. My god, what was that? That was that sentry gun.
I'm out! Reloading! Rally on that objective!
Nope. Damn it. The reload took a while. Yeah, I watched a couple of Destiny 2 raids, and it was very satisfying to watch.
Fight like this battle is our last!
Uh-oh. Oh, tank on me. Look at that tank just chilling. He's like, what's up? What's up? They got it pretty locked in though, you know what I mean? Hey, they do definitely have it locked in. Oh.
Threat eliminated!
Can't believe I'm doing this well with just a pistol. My phone's going off now. Oh, it was the wife. Yeah. Right, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I just left you guys cold turkey as well. Okay, right. I'm gonna snitch. Okay, I'm gonna snitch. Right, I'm snitching on my wife, okay? Because I just left you guys fully on mute, and I do apologize for that. She ran out of toilet roll. And she wanted me to save her. Okay, don't tell her, alright? Just me, your little secret, okay? But she ran out, I had to go and get some toilet roll, and I had to give it to her, alright? That was the reason for it. Alright, anyway, troopers, we're gonna go now, alright? And we're gonna do a raid. 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 We're gonna send a raid to Saint. We're raiding Saint. We're raiding Saint. Alright, guys, I appreciate everyone coming to the stream. Well, I'll see you guys for the new update tomorrow. Thank you for the love as well. I'm going to go now. I'll send the love to Saint. Alright, take care, guys. Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye, everyone.